So if you're new here, just know that I hate conspiracy theories. I like logical theories. When people think logically, oh, 9/11 was an inside job? Prove it, because as far as I know, the planes came from the outside. But recently, if you guys are into MMA, UFC, what have you, then you've probably heard about Jon Jones finally retiring after staining his legacy for the past year not fighting Tom Aspinall. And even if you weren't an MMA fan, you probably heard about this, seeing as that he is considered one of the, if not the greatest fighters of all time. Me personally, not that it matters, but I hate Jon Jones now, and I used to talk about him like how Dana White talked about him.
The reigning, defending!
That was for Conor McGregor, whatever. But recently, Jon Jones has become this person that acts like we're just supposed to agree with what he wants to do, like fighting isn't his literal job. And he is fully aware of what he's doing. The second he beats Stipe and the realization hit that he has to fight Tom Aspinall next is the moment he retired. The second he realized who his next opponent would have to be is the day he said, I'm going to milk this for as long as I can. And did that he so for 785 days. Until finally he announced that he is retiring, making Tom Aspinall the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, finally letting the UFC move on. And everyone was either like, finally, good riddance, or we're gonna miss you, GOAT. Basically a mix of emotions. And to the untrained eye, this was about as normal as retirement as any of them. Until you start putting the pieces together. So just days after Jones retired, does this video get released of someone who's obviously just been involved in an accident titled Jon Jones accused of leaving the scene of an accident. And the video starts off by telling us this happened back in February, and apparently Jon Jones had ran a red light, causing an accident, and thought the next best thing to do would be to run away, leaving the passenger in the car to deal with everything, like if they had gotten into a car accident while in a Waymo.
My girlfriend was following me home, and I saw apparently her friend.
And where's your friend right now?
This is my vehicle.
It's your vehicle, but where's your friend right now?
My friend left.
The driver ran a red.
Where does he go?
I don't know. He left. He ran.
Now, not only did this piece of shit leave this girl in the car, but it looks like the car got hit on her side. Like you can see the airbags are out on her side only. And Jon was like, ooh, yeah, it sucks for you. I'm gonna dip out. Call me if you need. The police then get some information from the witnesses who saw the accident and then returns to the car where the girl who was with Jones is now calling him, and you can tell she is more upset about him leaving than causing the accident.
Are you for fucking real right now? It's a yes or no. I'm on Lomas and San Mateo, and the fucking car is totaled. It's a yes or no. Are you coming to help me, motherfucker?
Now, we obviously can't hear what Jones is saying right here, but I'm sure it was something like, you know I can't, babe. They can't know I was driving. And she's like, well, at least come back to help me, you piece of shit. And he's like, babe, I want to, but you know I can't. Like, dog, they know who was driving. It wasn't some random guy named Jon Jones. Like, just wait till the sun comes out, and trust me, that 6'4", 238-pound man is going to have a hard time hiding from anyone.
Please talk to him. Please talk to him.
What's your name?
PSA Lopez? With the Albuquerque Police Department?
How many guys you guys got out there with you?
Don't worry about them, man.
Yeah, how many police you got there? Just so I know how many elbows I'm gonna have to drop? Like, what the fuck is he talking about? And I like how he asked for the officer's name twice. So he's gonna slip up and be like, Bill from, Officer Bill. I got you. See, you're not a real police officer. You're like, put her back on the phone. You're not a real cop. Like, talking to the police while you're obviously walking farther and farther away from the accident is never going to end well for anyone.
Don't worry about them, man. Were you the one driving the vehicle?
My brothers attacked the dreams systems and the cell phones.
He was the one driving the vehicle.
Yeah, so Jon, were you driving? Well, my brother. Yeah, he was the one driving, officer. Like, what is going on through his head?
They don't waste their cases with just killing you or petty crimes. But they definitely listen to conversations like this, and some of them are bored enough to kill you. To kill you.
So, listen to me, man. He's making threats, and if he's making threats, I gotta call an officer out here.
Call him.
Now, it's kind of hard to make out what he's saying, but he for sure just said to kill you. I don't know what he said specifically, but he definitely just said he wanted to kill someone, which is never something you want to say to the police.
Some of them are bored enough to kill you. just kill you.
So he then proceeds to call for backup because for all he knows, Jon Jones could be waiting for him in the bushes.
Well, guess what, dude? You won't be the first guy this year that I threaten is gonna die. You'll be the second one. If something ever bad happened, just because of the shit you said, my brothers, they kill people way less.
Oh, okay, so that's what it was. He said his brother will kill you if anything happens to him. Still not something you want to say to the police. At least we're getting somewhere. Jon also sounds incredibly drunk, incredibly intoxicated, which is most likely the reason he ran away.
So in the meantime, was he the one gonna
He
pick
was
you
the
up?
one driving.
And was he under the influence, man?
Yep.
Boom! We got another drunk driver Jones, if it wasn't obvious already. But for some reason this video ends here. There's another video that shows when the backup arrives, and basically he tells her the situation, and this girl's like, "The Jon Jones? Have you secured the area? Cause he could be waiting in the bushes. Have you secured the fucking area?" And that's basically the whole video. Jon never shows up for obvious reasons, but even if he didn't, you can tell for sure that's him on the phone. And not even that, the girl in the car is telling us that it's Jon Jones the fighter who was the one driving. And unless this is some elaborate insurance scam / identity fraud case, then I think Jon Jones needs to be arrested. Now, of course, Jones's attorney vehemently denies Jones was involved in the alleged hit and run. Well, his attorney must be blind and or retarded because Jon Jones was definitely the driver of that car. And oh yeah, as I'm reading the article, along with being accused with leaving the scene of the accident, apparently he left this girl with no pants on. I swear to God that's what they said earlier in the video, but I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? But she apparently had no pants on while they were driving, only adding more to this story.
She's over here. Oh, she has no pants.
What was that?
She said she has no pants.
No
I don't have time.
Now, Jones did respond to this by saying, "Whoever was on the phone with me at first, his timestamp is different. By the time I was acting aggressive on the phone, it was a completely different conversation. I was already in my paranoid and defensive state." Sure, Jon, that makes sense, because 2 minutes after she calls you for help, she hands the phone to the officer, to which you start threatening him. Don't know how any of those timestamps could have gotten mixed up. It doesn't even matter if they got mixed up, though. You were driving drunk, got into an accident, and then fled the scene. They could have played this video backwards, and that still doesn't change what you did. But back to him announcing his retirement. Like I said, I hate conspiracy theories, but thinking logically here, Dana and the whole UFC team of leaders knew this video was going to come out, and instead of having to deal with yet another controversy on behalf of Jones, meaning treat him like a king even though he's a piece of shit, they're like, look, you're either gonna fight Tom so this announcement can outweigh this drunk driving incident, or you can retire now because we've seen the video and you threatened to kill the fucking police. They're like, we were okay when it was your wife, but you don't threaten law enforcement, dog. And because he retired, nobody is going to be looking at the UFC for answers anymore. Like, is he still going to fight? Are you going to strip him of his belt? They told him to retire just in time for them to be like, yeah, you might have did that when he was still with us, but now you guys are on your own. Which makes total sense. Jon Jones has had his time, and they're like, look, we love you, Jon, but we have to spend our money on people who aren't pieces of shit. Which isn't saying much, because Dana said they offered Jon Jones what he deserved, and he still didn't want to fight, knowing that this video was coming out, knowing that he did this back in February. Yeah, guys, I'm sure while Jones was trolling Tom, being like, I don't even want to fight this guy, he completely forgot that he fled the scene of an accident while driving drunk, leaving the girl he was with to answer to the police without pants. Some would call him the GOAT. I would call him an idiot. Until tomorrow, peace. 1000 video, baby.